All right, guys, we are live back for another live episode, live stream. This time we're doing the 2024 Van Pro show. Guys, thank you for joining me. Now I'm gonna have to give you a little disclaimer here. I do have a cold. I am under the weather, and I was supposed to be at the Van Pro show doing the commentary there. But made the call that I can't be hacking up a lung doing live pay-per-view commentary. So I'm doing it from home instead. But I do have access to the stream. Thanks to the promoter for giving me that. And we'll just do our regular, screenshots for the show. But I do recommend you guys go get the live stream, the pay-per-view. It is in my description. And excuse me, you can watch the pay-per-view. The quality is very good. I was watching the amateur show yesterday, and the lighting is really good, guys. So we're going to be in for a treat today. And guess what? Men's bodybuilding is the first class to start. So we're not going to be waiting all day to get to men's bodybuilding. It's the first class. So we may be streaming for a very short period of time because I don't know if I'm going to do the other classes. Let me just share the schedule. So the schedule is 10 a.m. Prejudging starts. Got men's bodybuilding, men's classic physique. So I'll cover that, of course. Then there's men's physique. Then there's an intermission. Then there's fitness, figure, and bikini. So we're going to be doing the men's classes at the beginning here. And then finals starts at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West Coast. Excuse me. And we're going to get into that. So I'm just checking them back and forth between the live stream to see when we get going here. So it is live. They're just playing some music right now before we go on it. So it is there. So what we can do, guys, thanks again for joining. If you haven't already done so, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't seen my latest interview with Coach Abdullah, go check it out. I just posted that excuse me, yesterday. And it's a good one. It's a real good one. We talk about Brandon Curry, what happened between them. He's no longer coaching Brandon. I'm the first one to get Abdullah on the show and talk about that, about what happened between him and Brandon. So that's a major exclusive for me and my channel to have Coach Abdullah on the show. And you're going to get, he talks about Big Ramy. He talks about Hadi Chupin. He talks about Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker, everybody. Like, he really just opens up and gives his opinion because he's worked with all these guys. He knows all these guys. He's a coach to a lot of top pros. So go check out that interview. It's on my YouTube channel under the video sections, the most recent one. So go check it out and support that. So where was I? I'm a little groggy, dealing with this cold, but we'll get through it. All right. So let's take a look. So the poll, what is the poll at right now? Let's see the poll here. We have 40% saying John Jewett's going to win, 37% saying Beef Stew, and 20% says Tim Budesheim, and then either Robin Strand or Stanimo at 5%. So my predictions for this show was John Jewett first, Beef Stew, Stuart Sutherland second, and I have Stanimo in third, and then Robin Strand in fourth, and Tim Budesheim in fifth. But I don't know. Tim might shock a lot of people this show. We're going to see. He may move up into that third place position. We're going to see. Yeah, if you missed it, Joe, I'm under the weather, so I was unable to get to the show. You probably hear me coughing now. So we made the call for me not to go do a pay-per-view when I'm hacking up a lung. So unfortunately, I won't be doing the pay-per-view commentary, but maybe we'll get there. We'll do it next year. I'll be back. So it just sucks because I was looking forward to it, right? But there's always next time. It's just so happened to be I'm under the weather. So, but hey, we got access to the live stream thanks to the promoter, so I was able to do this for you guys, and like I normally do, right? So that's good. What was I doing? Oh, I was talking about the placings. Here, let me go back here, guys. So show your comments here, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Brandon, the thumbnail isn't accurate scale wise. Stu is much larger than John. I think that will give him an edge. Yeah, we're gonna see. I have John winning the show, but if Stu can come in really, really lean and shred it from the back this time, then he will. Like I said in my prejudging or my prediction show, this is a toss up. It's a toss up between John, Stu, and Stanimal. But I don't know. Maybe it could be Robin Strand in that third place position too. Tim Budesheim could jump up. Like it's a toss up between any of these top five, in my opinion. Davey, great interview with Abdullah. He knows inside scoop with a lot of top pros about it. Yeah, man, it was awesome talking to Abdullah. Big honor to have him on my show. Just checking the stream, guys, so we don't miss it. Yeah, it's still playing. The event will begin shortly, it says. All right. We got that. Thanks for the live coverage. Amazing as always. Thank you, brother. Dragon 69. No problem, Connie. I know I'm not feeling the best, but I'll get sorry my coughing into the microphone, guys. Hopefully it's not too crappy for you. Catherine, thank you. A lot of people here for Stu to win. He is now at 37% in the poll to John Jewett's 39%. Let's take a look at some of these guys. Let's see if they've made some posts here. I know John's been pretty active here, and I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to stop sharing that logo, and then we're going to share Instagram, share. There we go. There it is. John Jewett. So here's the most recent update. Now John's what, 5'5", 5'6". This is him one day out. He looks good. Both he has good quads. I think his quads are obviously better than Stewart's. That's where I kind of think Stewart needs to improve his quads. John has a great back double bicep, great lat spread, really thick and dense from the hamstrings and glutes from the back. Conditioning is on point as always. He could always be a little fuller, I guess. So we're going to see if he really fills in. He's so lean, he should just really fill up. Like he's like 2 days out, 300 grams protein, 620 grams carbs, 700 grams fat. 1 day out, tentative diet starts like yesterday. Toggle food up and down. So yeah, 620 grams of carbs. It's not that much. You don't need 1,000, 2,000 grams of carbs. But he looks really good, really spot on. Question from Davey. Matt, in your opinion, who is the best Canadian open bodybuilder competing right now? That's a good question. I would say Quinton. He got second at the Toronto Pro. You got Robin Strand, was fourth at the Toronto Pro. Yeah, he was fourth. And John Jewett got third. that's it. That's it for Canadian bodybuilders right now that are competing. um, that I can think of. Oh shit, yeah, Regan Grimes. Okay, thank you. Again, I'm groggy right now, so guys, you may have to help me out a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Give out a shout out to oh, Antoine. Jeez, thank you guys. I'm forgetting all these guys. But again, top, yeah, I would say probably Regan Grimes. Antoine, yeah, he did. He didn't do as well as we thought he would do at the Arnold. But I'd say Quinton, from a placing standpoint, right now, this year it would be Quinton because he got second at a show. But if Regan Grimes is competing, Regan has won pro shows before, so yeah, Regan for sure. Where am I at here? Yeah, yeah, you got Antoine in there. It's Sunday. Today is a Sunday show. Yeah, let me just check the stream. Oh yeah, they're starting. They're starting, guys.
We've got DJ Relic, DJ Maya. They're going to be playing some music. We've got our stage marshals. We've got all our volunteers. We're ready to go. And my name is MC Poolboy, and you guys are going to be hearing my voice for the rest of the day. You happy with that? Give me a woo woo. Love it. All right, guys, without further ado, let's bring out the first 5 competitors in men's bodybuilding.
Right in the men's bodybuilding, guys. We're in for a treat. We don't have to wait all day. Okay, let me turn the music down. Let me get my screenshot ready here. All right, I see Tim Budesheim. Stanimal's out there. All right. Oh, let me turn that down. That's loud. They're just coming out in the first groups here. There's John. Okay, let me get my thing set up here. Let me stop sharing that. And go back here. Oops. Let me just get my bearings here, guys. Go back. Exit. Here. Share the screen. There we go. Share that. And that. There you go. Oh, let me change my positioning on my screen. Let's see. Get this a little better. Make it me a little bit smaller. In the corner there. Should be good. There we go. Okay. Let me go back to the stream. All right. Now there's an Asian bodybuilder. I don't. He looks very good as well. We'll touch base on that guy again. Now that I'm all, the guy in number 3 in the purple trunks looks pretty good. Tim's up there. Stanimal's holding his own for size wise, so that's why I had Stan in 3rd. So we're gonna see here, guys. All right, second group is coming out. I see Stewart out there. Robin Strand. Take that shot for you guys. The lighting is good. Quality is very good here, guys. Great job. The guys doing the live stream or the pay-per-view. Quarter turns. Robin Strand looks good. Let's see how he look from the back. Beef Stew is right next to Robin Strand. Yeah, he just. I agree with the assessment of beef stew just not being tight enough. We're gonna see. He looks okay there. I mean, just gonna make an adjustment here, guys. Gonna change my screen up here so I can see what I'm doing while I'm talking to you. That makes more sense. All right, go back here. There we go. All right. Okay, they're going right into posing routines. I think the lighting is better in the middle. That's usually how it is. Just trying to catch up on your comments. Tim looks good. Vito just bigger waist. He's good. Oh, Vito's not there. Uh, Tim looks good. Tim is in the mix. We're just gonna see how he's. We see what the first call it is. First call it's gonna be John Stewart, Robin Strand, Stanimal, and who else is in there? And then obviously Tim. Tim is ripped to shreds. Tim is always ripped to shreds. I feel like Tim does get overlooked. Okay, here we go. I'm getting some shots of Tim. He's doing his posing routine. There we go. Let me focus here, guys. The lighting is very good. Best so far of all the streams I've watched this year. Really get to see the quality and the density of the guy. It's a very high quality stream. Tim looks very good. Full, thick as a house. What do you guys think of Tim? Tim looks very good. Vascular, ripped and full, shredded. The quads are very vascular, which is hard to do on some of these guys when they deplete themselves. Good job, Tim Budashan. If anyone knows the name of this Asian bodybuilder number 3, please let me know. Great chest. Is this the Yi Shang Ying guy? Hey, Mark Lowe, what's up? Mark Lou. Guy's in very good shape. Just trying to get the shots here for you guys and read the comments at the same time. Yeah, I agree. His legs need to be a little bit bigger. Great conditioning, though. Let me hide that one. Okay, here's Stanimal. Let's see. Very vascular across the chest. This animal also looks very good and conditioned. Tan is good. Just needs to work on that bicep on that side chest. Okay, here we go. Back shots. I've seen Stanimal tighter in the glutes before for the Van Pro last year, so he may not be as conditioned as he was last year, but he's probably bigger. Yeah, Stan looks good. What's your guys' thoughts on Stanimal? Okay, you got John Jewett. Excuse me. John looks good. Get you this shot here, guys. There we go. This is going to be a battle, guys. These guys are all in shape, for one. So that's going to make this show really good. Great lat spread from John. Really thick in the hamstrings and glutes. Really, really thick. And one last. His signature pose. Looks very good. John looks good. Stan looks good. I think this guy's name's Ahmed. Number 6 here. I'm going to show you guys. Remind me. I've seen this guy before. He's from Kuwait, I think. His bicep looks really funky there. I thought he was a 212 guy. Does it sound like I'm loud on the microphone, guys? Hossan. Okay, thank you guys. I was right. He is a 212 guy. He's very dense and very muscular, but just the conditioning isn't there. Yeah, really dense. Looks good. He just jumped up on stage. It's funny. Okay, here we go. Another competitor, number 7. Just want to see something. All right. Let me mute this again. Not sure who competitor number 7 is. got good structure. This guy, if he just nailed that conditioning a little bit more, he'd not look too bad. Waist is a little on the thicker side, though. Haven't seen Stu yet. He's near the end, I think. This guy's a freaky upper body. Guys, again, thank you for joining. If you haven't already done so, please remember to subscribe and like the video so you get notified every time we do go live for these shows throughout the year. Sorry. Another athlete that I'm never seen before, which I'm noticing at a lot of these shows. There's a lot of athletes that I've just never seen on the stage before. Just checking here. Well, we get through this guy. All right. Okay, here we go. Robin Strand. Let's see what you guys think. I know his bicep is a glaring weakness there. It's torn. Robin always comes in shredded. Robin looks good. Always shredded from the back. Never an issue there. Yeah. No, Robin's a hard worker, really dedicated. But yeah, that bicep, I don't know. It's not the most pleasing thing to look at. It wasn't repaired properly, that's for sure. They didn't reattach that thing properly. But he's bringing his trademark conditioning. So he is in that mix in the top four, I think. Yeah. All right, here's Beef Stew. He's rocking the beard. Beef, right away, I'm telling you guys, he's not up to the level of John and Tim. I don't have Beef. The legs are down. I don't have him winning the show. I had John winning the show originally, but now I think that Stu may be a little bit off here. He may also be a little bit burnt out. But hey, Tim's done as many shows as Beef, and he's not burning out. So I can't use it as an excuse. Even from the back, Stu is definitely not the condition that he usually brings. So now this is changing the lineup for that top five. And I think Stu is going to drop down a few places here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's, he's trying to qualify for the Olympia. And you know, it doesn't look like that will be the case this year, unless he does another show somewhere. Competitor number 215. Never seen this guy before. Beef smoked too much. That is affecting his body. R Stove says Tim or John. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset with that, Tim or John. I think who's the most complete? Tim might be able to win this show. He just looks so freaky. And he's, you know, we're gonna see. I want to see him line up. Tim has no V taper. It'd be good to see Tim win the show. I think they may give it to John. He's just a little bit better balanced. So, Eric Red says that's why I said Stu reminds me of James Holland said, just to look like he has. Yeah. Rand, I really want Tim to win. These guys, everything just can't waste structure. Okay, they're bringing out the guys here. We're going to see who the top first call it is. We are going to see. See if I can see what the volume is here.
Your comparisons, and then we'll do, well, actually, we'll just do the comparisons in numerical order for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just cut to the front.
Okay, so they're just doing, I'm glad I turned the volume up there. They're just doing comparisons in numerical order here first. So this isn't an official first call out. Just doing the comparisons. Yeah. Right away, I just see Tim's waist in this front relaxed. It's just, it hurts him so much. So I don't know. John has a nice front double bicep, the waist, the vacuum. Again, this isn't your official first call out. This is just the first in numerical order. They'll do that after. The Asian guy in the middle, it takes a very long time to get into his poses. And I know Ron does not like that. He likes you to get right into your pose. Okay. Stan lives in Vegas. He really is not that big, to be honest. Okay, second group. This isn't your second call out. This is just in numerical order.
17. 15, I'm sorry.
Okay. It's the second group here. You got Robin Strand right next to Beef Stew, so there's a good comparison. Yeah, the Asian guy, I think his name is Yi Shang Yin or something. Shang Yi Xin. Correct me, guys, if you can. For God's sakes. Just butchering these names. I'm trying to read your comments at the same time, guys. I gotta say though, everyone is in good shape. Aside from Stu and a few others, everyone's shredded. Side tricep. Yeah, hey, good point. Gravy. Quentin should have done this show. Could have qualified for the Olympia. Although I'm not sure he wants to compete at the Olympia this year. I think he knows he needs to get bigger. All right, so this should be your first official first call out coming up. Just waiting for them to make that first call out. Guys, thanks again for joining. Please remember to like the video. Trying to get to where are we at right now? 53 likes. Let's get to over 150 for the stream. That's the goal. Just easy, quick of the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining me. Over 300 of you in here. Great stream got going here. All right. Just waiting for the judges to deliberate, and they're going to call out their first top 5. First call out.
Number 1, Slava.
Wow.
10. 10.
There's a guy that I have not known that is in the first call out. John, Tim, Hussein, the 212 guy. Wow. Guys, what the F is going on here? Robin Strand. Stanimal's not in the top 5. Robin Strand is, wow. Beef Stew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6. The first call is top 6. Interesting. Stanimal is very disappointed. Wow. How in the hell did that Hassan guy? They're moving Robin into this close to the center next to Tim. Tim is in the center. Tim and John Jewett are center next to each other. And then Robin Strand is next to, here, let me just give you a shot so you guys can see. There you go. Front double bicep. Here we go, guys. First call out, top 6. Stan is probably majorly upset. Yeah, he got second at the show last year. And now he's not in the top 6. He's like potentially 7th right now. I'm not sure I agree with that, but wow. I'm just trying to think what's going through Stan's head right now, because that's a mind fuck. He did so well last year. He's in the top 5 in a lot of these pro shows. Yeah, I think John Jewett's going to win. That front lat spread he's beating. Now this pose for pose. What poses are they winning? John wins that lat spread. His waist is tinier. The tie-in is much better. I do wish that John would do a normal ab and thigh. He just does the oblique and thigh. Which is like, why are the judges calling them out on those? It's abs and thigh, not oblique and thigh. Enough with that shit. Okay, let's see what they're going to do here. See if they're going to move him around. Okay, they're deliberating right now, the judges. Let me move that out of there. Sorry, guys, forgot to move the comment. Okay, so they're keeping them in the same spots. They didn't move them around, which is a little strange. Again, this is Ron Hash. He is the head judge. His judging style is very different than from other head judges. He likes to get him to do the same poses again and again and again, and he may not move them from the positions that they're in. John wins that front lat spread, in my opinion. Let's go pose for pose. I have I have John win the side chest, the hamstrings, the symmetry. Back double bicep. I have John winning the back double bicep. It does throw off everything. John has one of the most wicked rear lat spreads. Look at that. The lats tie into his glutes, basically. That's how deep down it goes. Side tricep, John. So John, to me, is winning almost all these poses. John is winning the show. Okay, see what they're going to do here. Just waiting for them. This is also the most slowly judged show I've seen, where they just make them stand there. Like, Usually they move them around more. Ron is definitely keeping them. Okay, he's sending them all back in line. And we're going to get our second call out here. Yeah, unfortunately, Tim's midsection is what's holding him back in all these poses. But it looks like Tim is going to get second place here. I agree. I do like that the judges do take their time. They don't rush through. It is a different style, but there was no movement. There was no jostling around, changing the lighting, seeing who looks good. I like that. I like to move these guys around, get different lighting, put somebody in the center, see how they look. So now let's see if Stan can get seventh here, because he needs to. He's not in the top 6. That's been confirmed. They're putting Stan in the center, so it looks like Stan has come up in 7th place for this show, which is a huge disappointment, I know, for Stan. He was working really hard for this show to come back. He got 2nd last year. And they're moving the Asian bodybuilder next to Stan now, which makes sense. The Asian bodybuilder can give Stan a run. Shang Xian, I think that's his name. Who's better, the Asian bodybuilder number 3 next to Stan, or Stan? I don't know. I'm thinking that Shang guy looks pretty good side chest. I think the Asian bodybuilder. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to just call him an Asian bodybuilder. I think his name is Shang. Shen. Yeah, it's close between those two, Stan and Shan. They're just lining them up here a bit better. I don't think Stan can go back to men's physique. His legs are too huge for that. I think he's fine. Just needs to put on more size. Side. So it looks like they're keeping Stan in the center there. That would put him in that 7th place position. Shocking, because I had Stan in 3rd. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. They put the Shang in the center. That means now Stan could be 8th place in this Fan Pro show. That is, wow. Yeah. If they finish off with Shen in the center, he's got 7th. Stan's got 8th. Pose for pose, I give side chest to this Shen. They really need to spread these guys out more. They're like covering each other. Yeah. Shen looks really good. Yeah, I'm not sure I see improvements in Stan. He might be a little bit bigger, but he lost that conditioning. And he's sweating a lot on stage. All right, they're calling the guys off stage. All right, they're gonna call the first call up back here. Oh, okay. Beef stew. So they call out beef stew, and I do not, for the life of me, know who this guy is in the red trunks, number one. So this is probably fifth and sixth. Fifth and sixth right here. Then they're going to call out top four probably. Yeah, John De La Rosa could have done this show. Hunter Labrada. Can you imagine if Hunter Labrada did this show? Andrew Jacked. Yeah, Stan's just not on here, unfortunately. He's just holding some water. Yeah, Hunter could have done this show with ease. It's safe to say that I don't think any of these guys on the stage will be in that top. Anyone that qualifies at the show will be in the top 10 at the Olympia. I have to say, if John wins, I don't think John's going to be in the top 10, but that's how stacked the Olympia is this year. Shen, his name is Shen Yingshan from China. Okay. Thank you. Jingyu Yao. Still saying that wrong, I know. Okay, now they swapped him around. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, with ease, I don't know if it was with ease, but Hunter would definitely dominate this stage. He's just on another level. He's way bigger than any of these guys on the stage. He's bigger than Tim, and he would bring that conditioning and would just win the show. Wouldn't be an issue. No disrespect to anyone else on the stage, but Hunter Labrada has been fourth at the Mr. Olympia. No one else on the stage has been fourth at the Mr. Olympia. I think Tonio could have won this show very, handedly. Although he's already qualified. I think Quinton could have won this show because he's already beaten John Jewett, and he would have beat Tim. He's already beaten Tim, so easy qualification, not easy qualification spot, but Quinton could have won this show from what I'm seeing. Andrew Jack could have come and done this show very easily, but he's going to do Texas. Okay, here we go. Top four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so front double bicep, that goes to John. Beautiful shot on John. Front lat spread. That goes to John. Tight waist. How would have Mac Truck done at this show? He was going to do this show. Where would have Mac placed at this show? Side chest goes to John. Back double bicep goes to John. Rear lat spread goes to John. I'm not seeing him lose any poses yet, guys. Side tricep. Yeah, we give that to John. He needs to work on that pose. And then the obliques, obliques and thighs, I guess is what we're doing nowadays. Why does John, John DM'd me earlier and was talking to me. I'm going to tell him, dude, stop doing that oblique and thigh. Just hit an ab and thigh, bro. Like, why are you doing that? It's not oblique and thigh. It's ab and thigh. You can hit the oblique after, but hit the effing ab and thigh pose. Full on front shot. We can't compare you to another guy that's hitting a front ab and thigh to an oblique ab and thigh. How am I supposed to judge that? Okay, they moved Robert Strand next to John, so they pushed Tim to the side. Now it looks like we're gonna see. It doesn't mean anything yet here. Still got finals. But Robert Strand is next to Tim now. Or to John, sorry. Show you guys here. They must really not like Tim's physique if they're really pushing him off here, man. Could Amir have won this show? Amir Omarak. Can't say his last name for the effing life of me. I think Amir could have potentially won this show. Yeah. I'll tell John about that. Oh, I'm going to message him, say, why didn't you hit that ab and thigh? Yeah, Gravy, you should link up. I mean, Patrick's a good coach though, so I don't know if it's the coach. He works with Patrick. Amir would have easily won this show. Holsky could have. I don't know if Holsky would beat John Jewett. I don't know. And then another oblique and ab pose by John there. Just show you that he is consistently doing that pose for a reason. That is a strategic shot that he's hitting for a reason. Every time. He will never see him hit a normal ab and thigh. Shen Yi Shan. That's how you pronounce it. Robin Strand is sweating a lot. John is dry. He's not sweating. There's no streaks of tan dripping down his chest. He is dried out. Tim is sweating like a water bucket. Same with Robin. Hassan is good. He's not sweating too much. So you can really tell the guys that are really dried out are the ones that aren't sweating on stage. John got that water out. It's a great front double bicep on John. Look at the bicep peaks on John. See, they moved Tim back next to Stan. Or sorry, they moved Tim back next to John. They pushed Robin back out to the side. So it looks like Robin's probably third. They're really sweating out there. Robin and Tim. Tim is profusely sweating now. Look at his abs. Just all sweat streaks. Wow, his tan is completely just draining off. He's starting to turn white. It's just dripping off his body. Wow. His shoulders and chest are like white now because all the tan is dripping off. He is working them. Ron Hash is working these guys. They're sweating, they're breathing heavy. John's smiling, no problem. That's it. John first, Tim in second, Robin in third. Hussein in fourth. Good for Hussein. I had no... He was not on the radar. They're working these guys. This is a long prejudging. This is how it should be done. Ron Hash, hats off to you for putting these guys to work and letting us see this process. Because usually it's like 10 minutes and it's done. Okay, I'm not sure what they're doing here. Because now Stan is with this guy, Marcelo, number 215. Where is this putting Stan? Is his Stan like 8th and 9th now? What the hell? Yeah. Stu is in 5th. Yes, probably 5th or 6th. Stan needs to bring those arms up too. He hasn't really been able to improve those biceps over the last few years. So I don't know. Stan's got to go back to the drawing board. I know he was working hard in this off season. So I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, they're going to bring Classic Physique out, guys. I am going to do a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Men's classic physique is up. This actually looks like a good lineup here. That Canadian bodybuilder, the guy with the bun, the hair bun. I think he's got a shot here, but his conditioning, maybe we'll see. Classic physique, guys. I'll cover classic physique. Yeah, that guy with the hair bun looks good. Quads are big. All right. Let's see who they're calling out here. So my prediction for now for the men's open, John Jewett was my original pick to win. That's remaining the same. Tim Budesheim second, Hassan third, Robin Strand. No, actually, it'll go Robin Strand third. Isaac B. I don't know who this guy is. Hassan in fifth. Robin in third. Hassan in fourth. Stu in fifth. Just gonna update the title. All right. Now, I do not know a lot of these classic physique competitors. There's no big names in this lineup. No, it's screenshots, Robbie. It must be new. Guys, if you haven't already liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. We will be back for finals for men's bodybuilding and classic at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just want to see that one guy with the man bun. I don't know what his name is, but he's got great physique. I think he's a Canadian athlete as well. Martin. All right. Let's see. Number 14. It'd be nice if they did the names of the athletes popped up on the screen, but they don't do that. We'll wait for them to finish the routines. I don't think I'm going to cover the routines here. I just want to go. Oh, here is the Canadian bodybuilder. Okay, or classic guy. This guy looks crazy. Look at this, guys. Look at that V taper. Wow, in the quads. This guy is a threat in the future. Really dominant quads. He's got calves. John Jewett's going to win the show, Robbie. This guy looks great. Number 15. Great physique, man. Very good. All right, so let's go back and look at while we wait. Assessing the photos for the top four. So we got John Jewett first. I would have Tim second, Robin in third, Hassan in fourth. Excuse me. You guys can see here how much Tim was sweating, that the tan was starting to drip off his shoulder here, where he's starting to turn white halfway down his arm. John also needs to work on that that pose. His belly is kind of sticking out there. Rear lat spread between Tim, Robin, and John. Give that to John. Back double bicep. Give that to John. John holds his own next to huge Tim Budesheim. Like, it's not easy to do that. Oh, that guy looks pretty good too. Take a shot here. Just watching the stream here, guys. They got men's classic physique. Just routines, preliminary routines here. So we'll wait till the top call-outs start, first and second call-outs. Side chest. Again, you can see how much Tim is sweating there. That it's dripping off. So Tim still, even though he's shredded, I guess he was still holding some water, right? And then John is dry to the bone, no water, no sweat. Front double bicep. Let's zoom in on the top three here. Again, you can see just how much both Robin and Tim are sweating. And John is dry, no sweat. Crazy bicep peaks on John. Finals is at 4 p.m. So got a bit of time. I'm going to wrap it up after Classic Physique here. And we'll start finals after at 4. They just have Classic Physique on right now. Let's see where we're at for likes, guys. 111. Your goal was 150. We're almost there for likes. So if you could hit the like button for me, I appreciate it. We're almost at 150. And please remember to subscribe if you guys haven't already done so. I will be going live for the Dubai show. That's on the 28th. And the Tampa Pro. You guys are going to get it here as you always do. And then they moved Robin next to John there for a little bit, but then they moved him back. Budesheim is a real heavyweight, incredible shoulders. He should win it. I don't agree with that, but yeah, I think Tim's a solid second. Stu needs to go to Oxygen Gym. Yeah, I mean, if Stu wants to make a game changer and pack on that size, he would be smart to just like take a couple of years off or something and put on about 10, 15 pounds of muscle. Stu needs to go back to the drawing board, maybe haircut first. Yeah, the Dubai Pro, I'm looking forward to seeing Nexzilla and Nathan and Behruz. That is going to be a battle for sure. We're going to see how Nexzilla compares to these two, not veterans, veteran in the name of Nathan Diasha and a rising star in the name of Behruz Tabani. How he compares to these guys, right? So that's a good litmus test to see how Nexzilla, Rubiel stacks up next to those guys to see if he can hang with them. I think he's going to win the show. I think he's going to be at the Olympia if he gets his visa, and he's going to be maybe in a hit. He could potentially crack that top 6. That's my prediction for Mr. Nexzilla. Oxygen doesn't let bodybuilders know any doses for compounds. That's the can't be right, man. Here, here's your syringes for today. They're pre-filled, and this is what you'll be injecting. Okay, have a nice day. I don't think that's what they do. Just injecting some shit into them they don't even know. I don't believe that. I can ask Abdullah. You guys, if you haven't seen my interview with Abdullah, Coach Abdullah, coach of Brandon Curry, or former coach of Brandon Curry, go check out my interview with him. It was a really informative one, a really good one. Nexzilla is like that Ronnie Coleman, that once in a lifetime bodybuilder that comes along that just has genetics for bodybuilding, and he's at the right place at the right time, and now we're going to witness that. Now, does he have a Ronnie Coleman physique? No, but he's got a Ronnie Coleman type of muscularity. And yeah, 4 p.m. Vancouver time, Pacific Standard Time. West Coast time. So that is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you the call outs here in a sec. Okay, here we go. They were just doing all the kind of, there we go. So this looks like it's your top 4. I know the guy, short hair in the center, he's from Vancouver, I believe. The other guy next to him is from Ontario, I believe. He just got his pro card. Hey, George, thank you, brother. This is actually a good lineup for the Classic Physique division, even though there's no big names in this show. Big Ramy is done, I guess, for the year. I talked to Abdul about that. So, and we saw a recent update of Big Ramy, and he's not looking like Big Ramy.
Sidelines. I'll call you guys up again.
So that was your top 4 at Classic Physique. Now we're doing the second call out. Thinking this is might be 4th and 5th they're working on right now. So yeah, finals are in about 4.5 hours. That's normally how it is for shows. The European shows tend to do it all in one, but North America, you always have prejudging at 9 or 10, and then finals at 5 or 6, or I guess here is a little early at 4, which I don't mind. The earlier the better. So I will be starting a new stream for the finals. I was like, am I going to cover Classic Physique? Because not many big names here, so I don't know. It's not the most eventful. I might cut this one short, guys, and just wrap it up. Ron Hash really puts these guys to the ringer with these callouts, which is great to see. You got lots of stage time. Like this is like I think fourth and fifth, and he's giving them got like so much time in classic physique right here. But I gotta say, this is probably the best lighting I've seen so far at a pro show. I guess aside from the Detroit show. All right. What does my poll say where we're at? The poll now has Tim Budesheim winning 38%, John 32%, Beef Stew 25, Robin or Stanimo at 5. Obviously, Robin and Stan are winning the show. Beef's not winning the show. Definitely John's winning the show, I think, pretty handedly. I think he wins all of the poses. So I think it's going to be like a 7 or 8 plus spread between them on the scorecards. You know, but I think it's a solid win for for John Jewett, which I predicted. I I had Tim in fifth, but I said if any of these guys are sleeping, Tim can move right up there. So, and that's exactly what he did because Beef Stew's off. Robin Strand, it's close between him and Robin. They were moving him back and forth. Uh, so you know, it could go either way there. We still don't know. We're going to see at finals who looks better. Right? They did move Robin right next to John. So, and then, you know, that Hassan guy looks good too. You know, he's a 212 guy, but he is holding his own. He is thicker in the side than John Jewett is, which is pretty crazy. And he's got crazy conditioning. So we're going to see what the finals bring. But I think Tim will come in second. Yeah, I think the reason why Tim doesn't or John doesn't hit that ab and thigh normally is because his abs are a little bit of an issue. You can kind of see it even in this pose. It's just a little bit of distension there. It's like a little turtle shell. And you can see it as well on the like see he's doing a oblique and thigh here, as I call it now, and that's because it's no longer ab and thigh. Tim actually has good abs. He just has a thicker waist. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. Side tricep. There's a little bit of a little outward protrusion here on John in that side tricep. But then look at John's quads and the hamstrings. Like huge from the side. Tim's got big legs, but John is like holding his own next to a bigger guy. So that's what I'm saying. Pose for pose, John wins all the poses. That lat spread of John's, that's one of the deepest insertions I've seen that almost touches his glutes. And then the thick hamstrings, glutes. It's very good. Very good lat spread. That's probably John's best pose, in my opinion, is that and his front double bicep. Back double bicep. You can see, now you can zoom in here, you can see where Tim is missing that muscle. There's no flare in the lats from the back double bicep. It's all arm and shoulder dominant. That's where Tim really, really loses it from that back double bicep shot. You really got to zoom in and see that. There's no flare back there. You have Tim. Ruben has Tim winning. Okay. I hate to disappoint you, but I don't think that's going to happen. But to each their own. Casper, Eric has Dubai Pro, Nexzilla, Nathan Diasha, Baruz, William Bonac. I'm not sure Bonac's doing Dubai. I didn't hear anything about that. I think Bonac shut it down. What is he? Why the hell would he do another show? So side chest. So I think the guy with the man bun is going to win the classic physique. Just so I'll give you guys an update there. Front lat spread. Again, that pose goes to John. I now see why Tim struggles, because that waist just throws off the rest of his physique. If he had a tiny physique or tiny waist, he would be winning. He probably win some shows. No, I'm sick. I have a cold, so I had to make the executive decision. But the promoter gave me this stream for free access here, so I'm able to share it with you guys. Although my voice is doing better. It was bad when I first started my stream. I was coughing quite a bit. And I just didn't want to be hacking up a lung on pay-per-view. That front double bicep. Look at that front double bicep on John. He's hitting a little bit of a vacuum there. Crazy bicep peaks. So good, solid win for John Jewett at the Van Pro. He is going to qualify for the Olympia. Big deal for him. I think that's his first Olympia. So good on him for getting that qualification spot. We're running out of time. We got the Dubai on the 28th of July, and then you got the Texas Pro. There's a Chicago Pro. And then I think that's almost it for shows to qualify. Yeah, man, people are getting sick. Yeah. No, I'm sick. I can't be coughing on these athletes and stuff. I can't do it. So I made a decision. But Michelle was very nice to give me the stream here. And let me do it from home here, in a sense. Final start at 4 p.m. Yeah, and it looks like Beef Stew, Stuart Sutherland, just came off. He's kind of had that issue where he's come off, but then he comes back at the finals and improves. So I guarantee you that's what he's going to do. He's going to come back tighter for finals, and he's going to get pushed up in the mix. Maybe he'll get pushed into the top four. We're going to see. Maybe he takes out Hassan. Right now, I think he's battling for a fifth place position. But don't count Stu out. He can tighten up. That's all he needs to do is just tighten up. I don't know if it's enough because he's pretty soft compared to what he usually looks on stage. So that may be too big of a gap for him to come back from. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, and I'll start the stream for the finals. I'll get that up in a second, and then you guys will be able to see that one. And that will be starting at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, not Specific Standard Time, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I'm assuming they're gonna follow the schedule they did for prejudging for the finals, which was men's bodybuilding first up, then classic, which is awesome. This is how it should be done. Not bikini, not figure, not fitness, then bodybuilding. Like they do it in the European shows and some other shows. It's just, I can't not believe they do that to us. All right. So guys, again, I appreciate you. I can show you the top 2 of the classic physique real quick before I sign off. See here. It's actually close between these 2 guys. I'll show you here. That one guy is very broad on the shoulder, number 15. Yeah, 15. They both look good though. Definitely guy on the right has a better back quarter turn pose. That's it. That is your top 2 in classic physique. So I did cover that for you guys. All right, guys. So guys, again, remember to like the video, subscribe. I will be back at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the men's bodybuilding finals. All right. I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm going to have a lunch break. Peace.